The big news, of course, from the weekend was that Lionel Messi could be facing 2 months on the sideline, coming off just 4 minutes into Barca's clash against Las Palmas. Barca winning that game, but at what price? Will he be back for El Clasico? The front page of Sports in Barcelona suggests that he will be, as we're joined by Sid Lowe, who is actually a doctor, not a useful doctor, but a doctor nonetheless. So then, Sid, will he be back for El Clasico, which is what, November 22nd?
November the 21st, it's been confirmed that it will be the Saturday night, the Clasico, at 8:30 in Madrid. The hope is that Messi will be fully fit the week before, which I believe is an international week, and therefore ready for the Clasico. Of course, it will depend on how well the rehabilitation goes. What's been said so far by the various doctors who've been consulted in this in the Spanish media is that the good thing about this injury is it's an injury that can follow a conservative treatment. In other words, you don't need surgery. It's an injury that almost always has an absolutely perfect recuperation. In other words, there will be no long-term problems related to it, and that the timescale is reasonably easy to predict and shouldn't go beyond the 7 or 8 weeks they originally talked about. The hope at the moment is it might be as short as 6.
And Sid, I asked this question on yesterday's show. Call it stupid if you like. But does it actually matter if Messi's there or not? Yes, he's the best player in the world, but you do have Luis Suarez and you do have Neymar, and you take a look at the schedule, and in theory, Barca should survive without him.
Well, I mean, they should survive without him because, as you say, they've got Messi and Suarez. And any other team in the world that had a forward line of Messi and Suarez, we'd be saying, wow, look at their forward line, whoever you put alongside them, even if it was you, Messi and Suarez, playing up front for Barcelona.
Neymar. Messi's out, Sid.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Neymar and Suarez, yes, it's Messi that's out. And so of course they should. I think, though, that there's already been some signs of weakness. Of course, we saw them beaten 4-1 by Celta de Vigo. They've got to go away to Sevilla this weekend without Messi. And I think we shouldn't underestimate the significance of Messi. That the percentage of wins goes up significantly with him in the side. The number of goals on average that they score goes up significantly with him in the side. But I would say that it's even more than that. It's that the way they play changes. And there isn't a player that can... And obviously no one can do what Messi does, but there isn't a player who can do a similar kind of role to him. The ability to drop off and create for others, but also be bursting through and scoring the goals. The ability to play a kind of multitude of roles within a game. And I think Barcelona will find it harder than they normally would with Messi, particularly if teams sit back and say, OK, we're going to protect ourselves. And maybe they don't have that one player with that touch of brilliance or that touch of subtlety to get through